It's your last chance to get in on some big RBC Avion credit card bonuses. Scotiabank comes out with big new bonuses of their own of up to 100,000 points, and earn a statement credit when you use select Amex cards for Marriott stays this summer. You'll find all this news and more in Rewards Canada's This Week in Rewards for July 2026. If you're looking to make the most of your loyalty and credit card rewards, you've come to the right place. This is your weekly dose of loyalty, travel, and credit card happenings in Canada from Canada's original and leading points and miles resource, Rewards Canada. I'm your host, Patrick, and we're going to kick things off with credit cards. Yes, we're going to jump right into those big Scotia bonuses. So just over the past little bit here, it's been a few weeks since we've had a video, so we're playing a little bit of catch up on some of this news. But yeah, we've seen Scotia come out with increased bonuses on their suite of American Express cards. So right from their no-fee American Express card to their gold to their platinum, all of them have new increased bonuses. First one we'll look at is the most popular and probably the best overall one. That is the Scotiabank Gold American Express card, where you can now earn up to 50,000 bonus Scene Plus points. So let's see how that bonus is broken down. So right now, when you apply for the card, you'll earn 30,000 bonus points by making at least $2,000 in purchases in the first 3 months. That's not bad. That's under $1,000 a month. Pretty easy for most people to reach that amount of spending. Those 30,000 points are worth $300. And then you can earn 20,000 more points when you spend $7,500 within your first 12 months. So again, not a huge spend requirement, and you get a full year to do it. But unlike other 12-month offers, you don't have to take the full 12 months. If you spend $7,500 in the first month of having this card, you will get that entire bonus. You'll get the 50,000 points. You'll have $500 towards travel or redemptions at other Scene Plus partners. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with this card, the Scotiabank Gold American Express card is classified as a points earning machine by Rewards Canada. That's because it has some of the best accelerated earn rates of all credit cards in Canada. It earns up to 6 points per dollar. So it earns 6 points per dollar when you use that Scene Plus partner grocery stores. So that's like Safeway, Sobeys, IGA, Foodland, Freshco, and others. It earns 5 times points on all other grocery stores, so not even Scene Plus stores, but if you say go to Calgary Co-op, Metro, Save On Foods, all these other stores, you can earn 5 times points. It's also 5 times points on dining and entertainment. And then it has 3 times points on gas, transit, and select streaming services. So a lot of great accelerated earn rates on this card where you can rack up the points real fast. And when you redeem the points for travel or Scene Plus partners, like redeeming for groceries, for gas at Shell, for movies with Cineplex, the redemption rate is basically 100 points to $1. So that works out to 1 cent per point. And with the card earning 1 to 6 points per dollar, that means you're getting a 1 to 6% return on your spending. A lot of people miss this because they think, oh, 1 cent per point, that's not much value. There's outsized value in other programs, but the outsized value in other programs comes on the redemption side, not so much on the earning side. This one is flipped. The outsized value is on the earn side of the card. So even though it's only 1 cent per point redemption, you're getting that 1 to 6% return. We could compare, people like, oh, you can get huge outsized value from Aeroplan. I'm getting 3 cents per point. Well, yeah, if you get an Aeroplan redemption at 3 cents per point, but you're only earning 1.5 Aeroplan points for groceries on something like TD Aeroplan, that's a 4.5% return on your spending. This card's giving you 5 and 6, and you're actually buying a ticket where you're earning Aeroplan points if you're buying a flight with Air Canada. So these are all things you have to take into consideration. Now, of course, I'm not including the American Express Cobalt card here. If you take the Cobalt card and use the Cobalt card effect, that earns like 5 points per dollar on groceries. And if you get that 3 cents per point Aeroplan redemption, that's a 15% return. That card is just in a league of its own. But we're not focusing on that card here. We're talking about the Scotia card. Scotiabank Gold American Express card is actually a better card than the Cobalt if you don't need those conversion options to Air Canada, don't need Air France, KLM, British Airways, things like that. Yeah, and you don't need cash back, because Cobalt does cash back really well too. But if you are an any travel at any time person, that is, you want to go book travel with whomever you want and simply redeem points against the charge, the Scotiabank Gold American Express card is probably the best in Canada for that job. So just take that into account. Cobalt is, of course, amazing in all regards, but this card is pretty amazing too. And you can't forget that this has no FX fees. So when you're traveling outside of Canada and use this card, you're not paying that 2.5% on average. Some cards are higher, some are lower on FX fees. So just a very good all-around card with the Scotiabank Gold American Express card. And then we'll jump into the ultra premium version of their American Express cards, which is the Scotiabank Platinum American Express card. This is a sleeping giant. This is a card that I feel a lot of people don't talk enough about. Probably because it doesn't have like the 6 points per dollar. It's just a straight 2 points per dollar card. So a 2% return, if you're redeeming for travel or for Scene Plus partners. But it has a lot of benefits and it has a lower annual fee than most other ultra premium cards. It's $399 per year. It has 10 lounge passes with your airport lounge membership right there. That can cover, pretty much the cost of your annual fees. Also has no FX fees, and you're earning that 2 times points outside of Canada, so you're getting 2% outside of Canada and not paying no FX fees. And the welcome bonus now matches the highest ever bonus seen on a Scene Plus card. It's 100,000 points. Well, I should say up to 100,000 points. The only other time we saw a 100,000 point bonus was when they launched the Scotiabank Visa Infinite Privilege card. So this bonus is broken down to 60,000 points when you make $5,000 in everyday eligible purchases in your first 3 months. You'll get another 20,000 points if you spend $10,000 in the first 6 months, and then you'll get 20,000 more points if you make at least one purchase in month 14 of having the card. So this is one of those welcome bonuses where you have to hold on to the card in the second year. So yes, you're getting 100,000 points. That's $1,000 worth of travel or redemptions at Scene Plus partners, but you are paying that annual fee twice, which is $798. So an absolute baseline value of the welcome bonus, it's only $202. But again, if you can take advantage of all those other benefits on the card, that just increases your value. But baseline value is kind of lower because you do have to pay 2 annual fees. Still, 100,000 Scene Plus points is great, especially if this is a card where you can utilize all the benefits that come with it. And the last card we'll look at is their entry-level, no annual fee American Express Scene Plus card, and that is called the Scotiabank American Express card. This is the red one. This one, like I said, has no annual fee. Its bonus is being increased to 10,000 Scene Plus points, which is worth $100 towards any travel or Scene Plus partner redemptions. Bonus is broken down as 2,500 bonus Scene Plus points when you spend $250 in your first 3 months. Super easy to earn. Then you can get 7,500 more points if you make $1,000 in spending in the first 3 months. So again, very easy to earn. This card earns up to 3 Scene Plus points per dollar. This card really should be discussed more often. It is a very good no annual fee travel rewards card. In fact, I'm going to do the same comparison as I did Cobalt and Gold. We rank the American Express Green card as the best no-fee travel card, but if you don't need the conversion options to Aeroplan, to British Airways, to Air France, Marriott, so on and so forth, this card is a better no annual fee travel rewards credit card because it has better points earning. You're getting 1 to 3% back in returns to use towards any travel. So just keep that in mind as well. So if you're not a person who needs those conversion options and you just want to book any travel on your own, you want to book cheap airlines, you want to book the cheapest tickets, hotels, you name it, this is a card to take a look at too because it's no annual fee and you're getting the 1 to 3% returns on it. Speaking of 100,000 point bonuses, let's talk about RBC's record high bonuses that are coming to a close already. July 15th is the last day for them. I discussed the bonuses in depth. I'll link to that video so you can check it out right here. But I just wanted to remind people that this is ending. There's only a few days left. I'm recording this on July 10th, so there's only a few days left in these record high bonuses. The good news is a lot of times these bonuses return. They may not be record high, but the first parts of it tend to return quite often. So we may not see 100,000 on the privilege or the 70,000 on the platinum and infinite. I'll talk about those quickly here. So you can earn up to 100,000 bonus Avion points with the RBC Avion Visa Infinite Privilege card. The bonus is broken down as 35,000 points on approval. Easiest bonus to earn right there. And additional 20,000 points when you spend $5,000 in the card in the first 6 months. Again, a super easy spending requirement. Over 6 months, less than $1,000 a month. Then you're gonna have the 55,000 Avion rewards points, and then you'll earn an additional 45,000 points on your card's first anniversary. Now that's awarded like 3 to 4 months afterwards, so you have to hold on to the card longer. They make you pay the annual fee for the second year. RBC is starting to take a note from other banks. Still excellent. That's $450 worth of points, and the annual fee is only $399 on this card. So something, again, you're coming out ahead with that. And then the same thing with the Avion Visa Infinite or Avion Visa Platinum versions. Their bonuses are a record high up to 70,000 points. Same thing, it's broken down as 35,000 on approval, $20,000 when you spend $5,000 in the first 6 months. That $55,000 total, that's typically the elevated bonus we see on these two cards, but right now they've added the anniversary bonus as well, like we saw in the Infinite Privilege. This one is 15,000 additional points after your first anniversary, 12 to 16 weeks afterwards though, so hold on to the card. Again, $120 annual fee, you're getting $150 worth of points, so you come out ahead by holding on to the card, unless you are somebody who is cycling through RBC cards for the welcome bonuses. You're going to come up with more value by not holding on and then in 6 months or so applying for the card again. Just some tips there for earning the most points possible. Of course, these Avion cards, that is what they are best for, are these welcome bonuses. Quick injections of points that you can use for travel right away. As I mentioned, watch our other video where these bonuses first came out so you can get an idea of what you can use those bonus points for. A lot of value towards travel. You can convert to WestJet, you can convert to British Airways, and you can convert to American Airlines. So speaking of American Airlines, there is notice now that the transfer bonus from Avion Rewards to American AAdvantage is happening this August 1st to 31st. You can get a 15% bonus when you convert Avion Rewards points into American AAdvantage miles. So this is for Avion Elite members. So you have to have the Avion card, but of course, most people in the points and miles community run with the Ion Plus card and an Avion card because the Ion Plus card earns more points. But again, if you're just getting the welcome bonus offers on these cards, this is a good way to boost your American AAdvantage balances. So yes, you're gonna get that 15% bonus when you transfer at least 5,000 points to American AAdvantage. Now the redemption rate or conversion rate from Avion to AAdvantage is not as good as, say, Avios or Asia Miles or WestJet, but there still can be a lot of value there. The conversion rate is 1 Avion point gets you 0.7 AAdvantage miles, so with a 15% bonus, you're going to get 0.805 miles per Avion point. Do the math if this works out for you. If you can get it, if you can get some of those great redemptions from American AAdvantage, they have some good deals sometimes for Qatar Airways, for Etihad, for some of these kind of high value redemptions, then you definitely want to transfer. But if those aren't on your radar, you may want to keep your points in Avion because you get the 30% bonus later on in the year to British Airways. For Avios, there's a lot of options there as well. You have to look at the whole picture of how you want to be rewarded, where you want to be rewarded. If the American AAdvantage program works for you, definitely take advantage of this 15% bonus. Like I said, it launches August 1st, so it's not here yet, but this is kind of advance notice. I will definitely cover it in another video in August once the promotion goes live. As always, I like to remind everybody we've got links to all the topics that we discuss in our video in the description below. And as always, we appreciate anybody and everybody who uses our links to apply for the credit cards we mentioned in these videos or any other credit cards that we list on the Rewards Canada website. And that is how you support our mission to bring in Canada the best, the utmost loyalty and credit card coverage, all for free. No fees anywhere, no memberships, nothing like that. Everything we do is free for you guys. So thank you to everybody in advance for those of you who do apply for the credit cards via our links or even book hotels, flights with some of our airline partners, things like that. Everything you do through our site, it's greatly appreciated. So thank you so much. Before we get into loyalty and travel news, we do have another 25th anniversary contest. This one ends in a few short days. So if you're watching this after July 13th, you won't be able to enter this contest, but more than likely we'll have another contest running. So this current contest is one of our surprise ones. You can enter to win two $50 US $50 GigSky gift cards and 2 Plaza Premium Lounge passes to use at their Canadian lounges. And like I said, you have until July 13th to enter, 11:59 p.m. Mountain Time to be exact. So if you are watching this video before that time, be sure to enter the contest. The link is in the description below. All right, so that brings us to loyalty and travel news. It's been relatively quiet in this department for the last couple weeks. The biggest news is Aeroplan launching a partnership with Avolta. So Avolta or Avolta, I don't know how they actually pronounce it. I'm going to say both there. Is a company that runs duty-free, which is a lot of the duty-free and retail shops in many airports around the world. So this partnership with Aeroplan sees them offering Aeroplan points when you shop at locations in North America. So right now it's only launched in like 7 airports in Canada, US, but it should expand to more. So you can earn 1 Aeroplan point for every $2 spent on eligible purchases at participating locations like Hudson and duty-free, pre-ordering through their Reserve Collect. And this has to be done through the Club Avolta app. So, free to download, link your accounts, And then you get a QR code in the app when you shop. They scan it, and that's how you earn your points. And it also gets you a discount. But then you can get a further discount if you actually hold elite status with any major airline or hotel program, because there is a free status match in the Club Avolta program. You can get gold status with this match. So you can use, say you have the platinum card from American Express and you have the free Marriott Gold, the free Hilton Gold, you can use that to get gold status here. And then that boosts your discount to upwards of 7% on airport shopping, 5% off food or drink. And speaking of food or drink, the partnership does not include dining locations yet, but it will before the end of the year. And once that's done, there's going to be something like 1,900 locations where you can earn Aeroplan points. So obviously, if you are doing that type of shopping at an airport, I know some people do not shop for anything at airports because it's so expensive, but for those of you who are doing duty free or dining at participating locations, you might as well get the app, link your account so that you can earn those Aeroplan points. You should always be earning it, especially when it's more expensive shopping. You want to get something back, right? So definitely link your accounts and make sure you get that QR code up on your app before you are shopping or eating at these places, once all the dining places join in on this partnership. And the last thing we'll actually cover in loyalty and travel news is another offer. This could fall into our bonus blast, but I'm keeping it separate because it's kind of a loyalty program thing, and that is that linked partnership between Triangle and Petropoints. For the remainder of this year, they have a new promotion called Top Off Tuesdays. So if you go to get gas on a Tuesday, obviously Tuesdays must probably be the slowest day for buying gas or something, but if you go fill up with 25 liters or more at a Petro-Canada station or a Gas Plus station, you can earn $2 in bonus CT money. Nice little extra bonus there, so you can do that. This partnership has been excellent for earning. They just wrapped up the Canada Day long weekend where they were giving $3 in bonus CT money on every fill up of 25 liters. They run those promotions several times per year. We've seen as high as $5 per fill up of 25 liters. So I know personally I've been racking up tons of CT money just in the last few weeks. I think I've boosted over $34 in bonuses because I did hit platinum for the first time with the Petropoints program, and that gives you 25 CT money right there. And then I had $9 from fill ups. Just an excellent little promotion. So if you are somebody trying to maximize your gas rewards, the Petro-Canada Triangle partnership is definitely one to keep an eye on because the bonuses are frequent. I'm getting a lot of Petropoints bonuses in the app as well. Like, you fill up 4 times, you get a certain amount of bonus points. You do in-store shopping, you get bonus points. So I always buy my lottery tickets at Petro-Canada because not only do you earn points on lottery tickets, that counts towards those extra bonuses for in-store purchases. So a lot of ways to rack up a lot of Petropoints and Triangle money at Petro-Canada. So since that's kind of like a bonus offer, why don't we go into the bonus blast? So the Rewards Canada Bonus Blast is where we take a look at some of the more prominent bonus miles and points offers that we've added to the website over the past week out of the dozens that we are adding for flights, hotels, car rentals, you name it. The first one, well, this one isn't actually really bonus points, but it's a statement credit. And this is that popular one that comes out from American Express for their Amex offers program. And that is when you stay at a Marriott hotel and use your registered Amex card, you can get a $60 statement credit if you spend $250 or more at participating Marriott hotels in Canada, the US, or Mexico. Yeah, so this is a great little offer that a lot of us always look out for and register right away. Typically, it's not offered on the Marriott Bonvoy American Express card because they already know you're using that card for a Marriott stay. So this is done to encourage other Amex card holders to stay with Marriott. You spend $250, can be cumulative or in one stay. But yeah, so there's a lot of ways you can earn this $60 credit. It's good until October 6th for stays. A lot of us do actually use it for stays because we are staying with Marriott a lot. It's one of the most popular programs, one of the most popular hotel chains. So easy to use your Amex cards. I got it on my Platinum card. I've heard others got it on their Cobalt. Some got it on their Simply Cash. It goes, depends on your card and depends on your spending habits. Some members, unfortunately, are not being targeted with this offer. Now, you do want to register for it. You do have to register your card for it. And it does say your enrollment is limited, I believe. So you want to get in sooner than later and make sure your card is registered. Even if you don't have any Marriott stays planned right now, once you do, make sure you use this card for the actual stay and you will get that statement credit as long as it's over $250 or accumulates over $250. And I should note, I just saw that the day I'm recording this, offers are starting to come out for the Marriott Bonvoy card for Marriott stays, but it's bonus points. Of course, they're keeping you within the ecosystem of Marriott Bonvoy points because you're using a Marriott Bonvoy card. You're not earning membership rewards points. You're earning Marriott Bonvoy points. So they're giving bonus Marriott Bonvoy points when you use a Marriott Bonvoy card at Marriott hotels. So at least there's some consolation there for the Marriott Bonvoy cardholders. Now we'll look at a flight bonus. So Emirates has come out with a kind of always on general tier bonus offer where you can get up to 40% bonus tier miles in the Skywards program when you fly on select Emirates flights. So this could possibly work out of Toronto and Montreal. This is just like their bonus miles offer that we talked about, I think, late in 2024 here on Rewards Canada. And basically what you do is you log in and you basically get a surprise. You'll get an offer of some bonus tier miles when you're searching for flights and routes. So if you book that route at that time, you will get those bonus tier miles, or like that other offer, the bonus miles. I have a screenshot of the bonus miles, which I'll put up on the screen right now. I did some searching. I didn't find any of the tier offers show up for me, but of course with hundreds of routes, hundreds of destinations, it could pop up anywhere for any route, and it does say it's personalized by member. So you might be lucky enough to get it out of Toronto, Montreal. I couldn't find any out of Toronto, Montreal, but I was offered the bonus miles, as you can see on your screen. No registration is required for these. You simply log into your account before you search and book, and the bonuses can show up there. No end date on this. Like I said, this is kind of an ongoing offer. Now, if you are flying with Emirates before the end of August, they do have a system-wide 20% bonus tier miles offer as well. So you can earn extra status miles by flying on Emirates before the end of August here. That offer was put out there because of the drop of traffic, because of the conflict going on in the Middle East area. And the last two bonuses we're going to look at are buy miles, buy Avios and buy miles offers. So British Airways has a flash offer where you can get a 40% bonus when you buy Avios. This only runs until July 16th. If you buy the maximum amount, which is 200,000 Avios, which you see on your screen, you're paying about 1.64 cents US per Avios. The other bonus out there is from Air France KLM, where you can get up to an 80% bonus or a 45% discount when you buy Flying Blue miles. This one runs until July 28th. It's not so much a flash offer like the British Airways offer. With a 45% discount, you're paying 1.68 cents roughly in US dollars. That's about 2.3 to 2.4 Canadian cents per mile. The 80% bonus works out a touch higher in cost. The 45% discount's actually better. So basically with either of these offers, like any buy miles, buy Avios, buy points offers that are out there, like when we discuss them, you should only do it if you need to top off an account, like you're short a little bit for a reward, but then you don't get as much bonus, but again, you get something in return. But for those of you who are looking to buy a whole slew, like you need to buy 200,000 Avios to get the lowest price, you need to be able to redeem those at a higher value than what you paid for them. So in this regard, where it's like 1.64 to 1.68 cents US, you probably want to be redeeming at 2.5 to 2.75 cents Canadian per Avios per mile, because then you're coming out ahead. You're getting yourself a discount on those travels. So basically that's how you want to do it. You never want to buy points or miles or whatever if you're not going to be able to get more value than what you pay for it. Remember to always check out the Rewards Canada bonus offer section at rewardscanada.ca/bonuses.html before you book any travel, whether it's flights, hotels, car rentals, you name it. There are so many offers out there, and so many Canadians are leaving money on the table because they're not earning those extra points. They're not even earning base points sometimes. Sometimes people aren't putting in their frequent flyer or frequent hotel guest numbers in their reservations. That is at a minimum, you need to be doing that. Then you need to register for bonus offers, even if you don't think you're going to use them, because you never know when you might have a stay come up and then you will earn those bonus points. Maybe you have a road trip and then suddenly your car breaks down and you have to stay at a Best Western in who knows where. If you've registered for their offers, maybe you'll earn bonus Best Western points because you had registered for the offer beforehand. So these are just some tips. Hopefully your car doesn't break down, but that is why you want to make sure you always register for these bonus offers beforehand. A quick reminder that you'll find links to all the topics we've discussed in today's video in the description below. And if you like today's video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel if you don't do so yet, hit that notification bell so you're notified when we do post new videos, share the video with friends, family, coworkers, anybody you think can benefit from the loyalty and credit card topics that we cover in this video, and leave us a comment below, whether it's a question on anything to do with loyalty and credit cards, a correction on something I got wrong, or if you just want to say hi. I do my best to answer all comments on our videos. And that's all she wrote for this week. Be sure to check out rewardscanada.ca on a daily basis and or our social media on a daily basis, because there is so much that we cover on the site that does not make it into our videos, and some of it is short term where it doesn't even make it into our newsletter. So that's why you want to be checking us out every day, but at the very least, you should be subscribing to that newsletter because that will summarize everything to do with points and miles for that week in Canada. It comes out every Friday, and then Saturdays is our bonus bulletin and has your summary of all the bonus miles and points offers we've added to the Rewards Canada website for the past week. Those are your ticket to earning more miles and more points so that you can redeem for more rewards. Thank you everybody for tuning in this week. Have yourselves a great weekend. I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.